What separates the 70-year-olds who seem younger than 50-year-olds from those who struggle with basic daily activities? Today, I'm revealing 6 specific abilities that prove you're aging better than people half your age. Abilities that most Americans lose by 60, but exceptional seniors maintain throughout their golden years. The 6th ability will shock you because it's something 90% of 35-year-olds can't do properly, yet exceptional seniors master it effortlessly and use it to predict their own longevity. Last month, I met 73-year-old Victor at a community center who could perform all 6 abilities flawlessly, while my 45-year-old friend couldn't manage 3 of them. This encounter opened my eyes to the fact that chronological age means absolutely nothing compared to functional age and true vitality. The difference between thriving seniors and those who merely survive comes down to these 6 measurable abilities that anyone can test and improve. Ability 1, standing on 1 foot for 30+ seconds. The balance champion. If you can stand on 1 foot for 30 seconds or longer at age 70, you have better balance than 60% of people in their 40s and are demonstrating exceptional neurological function that predicts years of continued independence. Mayo Clinic research published in the journal Stroke found that inability to stand on 1 foot for 20 seconds or more was strongly associated with increased risk of small vessel disease in the brain and cognitive decline. Dr. Yasuharu Tabara, who led the Mayo Clinic balance studies, discovered that balance ability directly correlates with brain health, with people who could balance longer showing significantly better cognitive function and lower dementia risk over time. Balance requires the complex integration of your visual system, inner ear function, proprioception from your joints and muscles, and rapid processing by your brain to make constant micro-adjustments. When all these systems work together efficiently, you can maintain single-leg balance effortlessly. But when any component begins to deteriorate, your balance suffers immediately. Mayo Clinic research has found that balance training actually improves brain connectivity and can reverse age-related decline in the neural networks responsible for coordination and stability. The ability to balance on 1 foot for 30 seconds indicates that your nervous system is functioning at optimal levels and your brain is processing sensory information with the speed and accuracy of someone decades younger. Poor balance is one of the strongest predictors of falls, which cause more than 800,000 hospitalizations annually among American seniors, and often mark the beginning of rapid functional decline and loss of independence. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that seniors who experience a serious fall are 5 times more likely to be admitted to a nursing home within 1 year and have significantly higher mortality rates. The fear of falling also creates a vicious cycle where people become less active, leading to further muscle weakness, bone loss, and balance deterioration that increases fall risk even more. Arthur from Colorado amazed his grandchildren during a family reunion when he could balance on 1 foot longer than any of them, including the teenagers who play sports year-round. At 74, he had been practicing balance exercises daily for 3 years after a minor stumble scared him into action. His doctor was impressed by his stability during routine exams and noted that Arthur's balance was superior to patients 20 years younger. Practice single-leg stands daily, starting with 10 seconds and building up to 30 seconds on each leg, using a wall for safety if needed. Test and improve your balance today before declining function makes it too late to recover. Ability 2. Rising from floor without using hands. The strength champion. Can you get up from the floor without using your hands, knees, or any external support, relying solely on your leg strength and core stability to rise smoothly to standing? Harvard Medical School research published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that inability to rise from the floor without assistance was associated with a 5-fold increase in mortality risk over the following 6 years. Dr. Claudio Gil Araujo, who developed the sitting-rising test at Harvard, discovered that this simple movement assessment was a more powerful predictor of longevity than traditional fitness tests, blood work, or family history. The ability to rise from the floor without assistance requires exceptional strength in your quadriceps, glutes, and core muscles, along with excellent balance, coordination, and joint mobility throughout your hips, knees, and ankles. Harvard researchers found that each point lost on the sitting-rising test was associated with a 21% increase in mortality risk, making it one of the most predictive functional assessments for overall health and longevity. This movement pattern is fundamental to maintaining independence because it demonstrates that you have sufficient strength and mobility to recover from a fall, get out of bed independently, and handle emergency situations that require getting up from low positions. The sitting-rising test works by exposing weaknesses in the kinetic chain that connects your feet, ankles, knees, hips, and core into one integrated movement system. When any link in this chain is compromised by weakness, stiffness, or poor coordination, the entire movement breaks down, and you must compensate by using your hands or external support. Harvard studies showed that people who could perform the full movement had significantly better muscle mass, bone density, cardiovascular fitness, and overall functional capacity compared to those who needed assistance. The test also reveals balance problems, joint stiffness, and coordination deficits that increase injury risk and predict future disability. Linda from Arizona surprised her doctor during a routine physical exam when she easily rose from the floor without any assistance, demonstrating better functional strength than patients half her age. At 71, she had been practicing floor exercises and yoga for 5 years, which maintained her leg strength and flexibility far beyond typical expectations. Her doctor noted that Linda's ability to rise from the floor indicated exceptional functional fitness that predicted many more years of independence and vitality. Practice sitting on the floor and standing up using only your leg strength, starting with minimal hand support if needed, and gradually eliminating assistance. Master this fundamental movement before you lose the strength and mobility to perform it safely. Ability 3. Learning new technology skills. The brain champion. 70-year-olds who easily learn smartphones, computers, and new digital technologies have brains functioning with the neuroplasticity and processing speed of people 25 years younger, demonstrating exceptional cognitive health that protects against dementia and age-related mental decline. Stanford University research published in the journal Nature found that seniors who actively engaged with new technology showed increased gray matter density in brain regions associated with memory, attention, and executive function. Dr. Adam Gazzaley from Stanford's Neuroscience Institute discovered that technology learning creates new neural pathways and strengthens existing connections in ways that significantly delay cognitive aging and reduce dementia risk. Learning new technology challenges multiple brain systems simultaneously, including working memory, attention control, problem-solving, and the ability to adapt to changing rules and interfaces. Stanford researchers found that seniors who regularly learned new digital skills maintained cognitive flexibility and processing speed that was indistinguishable from people in their 40s and 50s. The mental effort required to master smartphones, tablets, and computer applications creates what neuroscientists call cognitive reserve, which protects the brain against age-related changes and allows continued high-level function even when some brain cells are lost to normal aging. Technology avoidance, in contrast, accelerates cognitive decline by limiting mental stimulation and reducing the complex problem-solving that keeps neural networks active and healthy. Research from the University of California found that seniors who avoided digital technology showed faster rates of cognitive decline and were more likely to develop dementia within 5 years compared to their tech-savvy peers. The social isolation that often accompanies technology avoidance compounds the problem by reducing social interaction and mental stimulation that are essential for brain health. Modern technology also provides access to mental stimulation through games, educational content, and social connections that can significantly enhance cognitive function. George from Michigan became the family's go-to technology expert at 76, helping his adult children troubleshoot their devices and teaching his grandchildren advanced features they didn't know existed. He started learning technology at 70 when his grandson gave him an iPad, and his enthusiasm for mastering new apps and devices impressed everyone who knew him. His doctor noted that George's mental sharpness and quick learning ability were remarkable for his age, and attributed his cognitive vitality to his willingness to embrace new challenges. Challenge your brain by learning one new technology skill weekly, starting with basic smartphone functions or simple computer tasks. Start expanding your technological abilities immediately to build cognitive reserve that protects against mental decline. Ability 4. Walking briskly for 30+ minutes, the endurance champion. Can you walk briskly for 30 minutes or more without stopping, getting winded, or experiencing significant fatigue, maintaining a pace that would challenge someone half your age? Johns Hopkins University research, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, found that walking speed is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity, with seniors who walked faster than 6 feet per second having significantly lower mortality rates and better health outcomes over 10-year follow-up periods. Dr. Stephanie Studensky from Johns Hopkins Department of Geriatric Medicine discovered that walking speed integrates information about multiple body systems, including cardiovascular fitness, muscle strength, neurological function, and overall vitality better than any single medical test. Brisk walking for extended periods requires excellent cardiovascular efficiency, strong leg muscles, healthy joints, and the neurological coordination to maintain proper gait mechanics over time. Johns Hopkins researchers found that seniors who could walk briskly for 30 minutes had cardiovascular fitness equivalent to people 15-20 years younger and showed superior muscle strength, bone density, and balance compared to slower walkers. The ability to sustain brisk walking also indicates optimal oxygen delivery to muscles, efficient energy metabolism, and the absence of hidden cardiovascular problems that would limit exercise capacity and predict future health problems. Slow walking speed, defined as less than 2.0 feet per second, predicts hospitalization, disability, and death within 10 years with remarkable accuracy across diverse populations and health conditions. Research from the National Institute on Aging found that walking speed decline often begins years before other health problems become apparent, making it an early warning system for declining health and approaching disability. Seniors with slow walking speeds were significantly more likely to develop diabetes, heart disease, cognitive decline, and depression compared to their faster walking peers. The connection between walking speed and health outcomes is so strong that researchers consider it a vital sign that should be measured as routinely as blood pressure and heart rate. Rose from Florida regularly outwalks her 50-year-old daughter on mountain hiking trails, maintaining a brisk pace for hours without fatigue or discomfort. At 72, Rose walks 5 miles daily at a pace that challenges people half her age, demonstrating cardiovascular fitness that amazes her doctor and inspires her family. Her endurance and energy levels remain exceptional because she has maintained consistent walking habits throughout her life and gradually increased her pace and distance over time. Build your walking endurance systematically by adding 5 minutes to your daily walks each week until you can comfortably walk briskly for 30 minutes. Start improving your walking speed and endurance with today's walk to build the cardiovascular fitness that predicts longevity. Ability 5. Sleeping 7+ hours without waking. The recovery champion. Deep, uninterrupted sleep for 7 or more hours at age 70 indicates superior brain health, optimal hormone function, and exceptional cellular repair processes that keep you functioning at peak levels while your peers struggle with sleep disorders and fatigue. Harvard Medical School research published in the journal Sleep Medicine found that seniors who maintained consistent, high-quality sleep had significantly better cognitive function, stronger immune systems, and lower rates of chronic disease compared to those with fragmented or insufficient sleep. Dr. Matthew Walker from Harvard's Sleep Medicine Division discovered that quality sleep becomes increasingly important with age, as it's the primary time when the brain clears toxic proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative conditions. Quality sleep requires the complex coordination of multiple brain regions, optimal hormone production, and the absence of the inflammation and chronic conditions that commonly disrupt sleep in older adults. Harvard researchers found that seniors with excellent sleep maintained higher levels of growth hormone, better insulin sensitivity, and more efficient cellular repair processes compared to poor sleepers. The deep sleep stages that become increasingly rare with age are when the brain's lymphatic system becomes most active, clearing out metabolic waste and toxic proteins that accumulate during waking hours. Seniors who maintain deep sleep patterns show superior memory consolidation, better emotional regulation, and enhanced immune function that protects against infections and chronic diseases. Poor sleep accelerates aging at the cellular level, while increasing the risk of dementia, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and depression by 70% or more, according to multiple large-scale studies. Research from the University of California found that even one night of poor sleep triggers inflammatory responses and stress hormone release that damage blood vessels, impair glucose metabolism, and disrupt immune function for several days afterward. Chronic sleep problems create a cascade of health issues that compound over time, leading to faster cognitive decline, increased fall risk, and significantly shorter lifespan. The sleep disruption common in American seniors often stems from poor sleep habits, excessive screen time, irregular schedules, and environmental factors that can be corrected with proper attention. Jack from Texas sleeps like a teenager at 75, falling asleep within 10 minutes and sleeping soundly for 8 hours without waking up during the night. He attributes his exceptional sleep to maintaining consistent bedtime routines, keeping his bedroom cool and dark, and avoiding screens for 2 hours before sleep. His doctor is amazed by Jack's energy levels and mental sharpness, which remain equivalent to someone decades younger, largely due to his restorative sleep patterns. Establish a consistent sleep schedule with the same bedtime and wake time every day. Create an optimal sleep environment and avoid caffeine and screens in the evening. Prioritize sleep quality tonight to protect your brain health and maintain the cellular repair processes that determine how quickly you age. Ability 6. Maintaining strong grip strength, the vitality champion. Why is your grip strength the single best predictor of how long you'll live and how well you'll function in your remaining years? Mayo Clinic research published in the journal Clinical Interventions in Aging found that grip strength was a more powerful predictor of mortality, disability, and cognitive decline than blood pressure, cholesterol levels, or body weight in seniors. Dr. Ryan McGrath from Mayo Clinic's Healthy Living program discovered that for every 11-pound decrease in grip strength, there was a 16% increase in death risk from any cause, making grip strength one of the most important health markers that most doctors never measure. Grip strength serves as a window into your overall muscle mass, bone density, nervous system function, and cardiovascular health, because it requires the coordination of muscles, bones, joints, and nerves throughout your entire arm and core. Mayo Clinic researchers found that strong grip strength indicates optimal protein synthesis, adequate nutrition, healthy hormone levels, and the absence of systemic inflammation that destroys muscle tissue with age. The muscles and connective tissues involved in grip strength are among the first to show signs of age-related decline, making grip strength an early warning system for overall physical deterioration. Seniors with strong grip strength maintained better balance, walking speed, cognitive function, and independence compared to those with weak grips. Weak grip strength, defined as less than 57 pounds for men and 35 pounds for women, predicts frailty, disability, and early death with remarkable consistency across different populations and countries. Research from Harvard Medical School found that weak grip strength was associated with slower walking speeds, increased fall risk, difficulty with daily activities, and higher rates of hospitalization and nursing home placement. The muscle loss that causes weak grip strength also affects your heart muscle, respiratory muscles, and the muscles needed for swallowing and digestion, creating widespread health problems that accelerate aging and disability. Maintaining grip strength requires consistent resistance exercise and adequate protein intake, both of which become increasingly important with age. Nancy from Ohio has stronger grip strength than her 30-year-old grandson, regularly challenging family members to arm wrestling matches that she usually wins. At 73, her grip strength measures 45 pounds, which is exceptional for her age and demonstrates the muscle-building power of her daily resistance exercises and active lifestyle. Her doctor uses Nancy as an example of successful aging, noting that her grip strength indicates overall muscle health that will allow her to maintain independence for many years to come. Test your grip strength with a hand dynamometer or by how long you can hang from a pull-up bar, then work to maintain or improve it through daily exercises. Squeeze tennis balls, carry groceries without assistance, use grip strengtheners, and perform resistance exercises that challenge your hand and arm muscles regularly. Test and strengthen your grip today because it's your most reliable predictor of future health and longevity. These 6 abilities provide a comprehensive assessment of your functional age and predict your trajectory toward continued vitality or gradual decline better than any medical tests or chronological age. The remarkable seniors who maintain all 6 abilities demonstrate that exceptional aging is possible and achievable through consistent daily actions that preserve and enhance physical and cognitive function. If you can currently do at least 3 of these 6 abilities, please like this video to celebrate your exceptional aging success and inspire others to assess their own functional abilities. Share in the comments how many of these abilities you can currently perform and which ones you're committed to improving. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who need to test these vital abilities that determine their future independence and quality of life.